Good afternoon, welcome to Walking Slowly Downhill, a series of readings that describe a walk down the River Murray from source to mouth that I undertook in 2015. I occasionally took rest periods and I kept writing though, believing that whether I was walking along the Murray or not, it was still part of this flow of thoughts, this ongoing account of my life. This is the 72nd day in Melbourne. Last night I dreamt about walking towards a river in order to build an iron bridge, which I then painted a deep blue in order to commemorate a friend, an artist of Italian origin who departed some years ago. Another friend, also an Italian artist, entrusted me with this task. I named the bridge after them both by combining their surnames together. In my dream, the structure spanned the river elegantly, as its deep blueness distinguished it as a sinewy mechanical articulation, soaring over the waters, azure flowing. But this morning I awakened to new and different sounds. Birds sing differently in the city. Joggers run by my window in pairs, exchanging information about the previous night's activities. Car engines start and stall and start again. Distant trams clank and rattle, and low-flying aeroplanes bank to the right towards their destination over the suburbs to the northwest of where I lie in my new bed, looking up at the wooden ceilings, many malformations. I need to hear new music, but I haven't any. There's never enough of that. It's like an endless thirst. I resolve to water the courtyard garden instead. I run the hose under the wire gate, then I walk through the house to the footpath, pick up the end of the hose, and stand in the street, flooding the large pots filled with wilted and faded nasturtiums that stand on either side of the front door. When the water overflows, carrying with it gritty soil, I turn the jet towards the footpath, clearing all I can see: soil, leaves, fragments of paper, butts, and tiny twigs, all into the gutter. And then further downhill, far away. But now the pots require another flooding, and I immediately oblige. But it all feels like a rearguard action. The battle was lost a long time ago, and this skirmishing at the edges, except for the grateful gladness the faded nasturtiums must feel, means little to any final outcome. The sky clears and the plants stand a little more upright, look a little greener. After all, that's all that can be done. Water the plants, wash the footpath clean, clear the gutters. Just to love one's local universe is at times all one can do, even if up above in the western sky the heavy clouds gather. And if it does storm, then the weather will fill the planted pots to the brim, won't it? And so on, and on. The 73rd day in Melbourne as well. I wake to a clear, beautiful, late spring day, but nevertheless melancholy is in the air. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter how beautiful the world might seem, no matter how many reasons there might be for happiness, or how many conditions might be present that would normally generate joy, everything in me says, as I address the world around me, no matter what you might weave, whatever you might seemingly, casually sparkle upon, whatever you can think up, none of it can change this. You're not fooling me today. And don't forget that I normally, without letting on, simply allow you to. Don't forget that. Because today I know what's really happening. Today I know what it is that lays behind the veil, no matter how wondrous the embroidery that shields it all from my eyes might be. Today is one of those days where everything appears as it really is. No sweetening memory or wish or hope or stern order or even pragmatic compromise can change any of it or make it feel embraceable. Today there is separation. Today no one is at home. Or at least none of us that are in our own home. Others occupy it. Today we're all dwelling elsewhere. How long will this go on? It's difficult to say, but it's Tuesday. I say that to myself as though it might explain something to me. I wait for the effect to take place, but there is none. As I walk home or towards my home for a day, I look for a clue, something that might trigger a shift. Normally I might at this point simply sing. Not today. Today I kick stones into the gutter. Messi, Suarez, even Vardy, none could do better. The seventh goal is the trigger I've been waiting for. It's the one that finds the narrow angle between the disabled parking signpost and a woman's shoe that's been left behind or dropped or thrown out of a passing car's window. No matter, the angle is sharp, the impact with the stone impeccable, the trajectory sublime. The crowd roars, I savour the moment. My teammates jump for joy around me, and suddenly everyone is home again. Not only that, they're so very glad to be. I can feel their joy from here, near the touchline. If I look down, I can see the individual drops of dew now clinging to each blade of grass. Oh, it's so good to be playing on such a wonderful surface where every touch is true. I don't know which way it works, whether it takes so much to unsettle and so little to redress the order into a kind of harmony, or whether it's the other way around. It takes little to create chaos and distress, and takes so much to find that harmony again. I don't know which way it works. Perhaps it takes it in turns, reverses the balance and the order, the requirements that are needed in order to find either some joy or some distress. But these are considerations 5 years after the fact, and so much has gone on since then that I have a redefined perspective on the words that I've just read. But it's like that, 5 years or a few seconds. I wish you a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Until tomorrow.